The wind was merciless that morning. It howled across the open plains, carrying the bite of winter and the scent of loneliness. The sky hung low, heavy with snow clouds, and the sun was nothing more than a pale ghost behind the gray. The woman stumbled forward, her boots half buried in the drift, the hem of her faded gray dress stiff with frost. In her arms, a bundle wrapped in a woolen blanket whimpered softly. A newborn, fragile and new to a world that already seemed too cruel. Her name was Clara May, and 3 days ago she had a husband. 3 days ago, there had been a small cabin, a fire, and promises whispered in the dark. Now there was only silence and snow. Her husband, Eli Turner, had gone out at dawn to fetch supplies from the trading post 2 valleys over. He never came back. She waited 1 day, then 2, then the cold took over the house. The firewood was gone. The milk had frozen in the pail. She could wait no longer, not with a baby in her arms and death creeping at the door. So she walked. Each step was a battle, each breath a knife. Her lips were cracked, her fingers numb even beneath the wool mittens. The baby, her little girl Hope, was the only warmth she had left, the only reason she kept moving. "You'll make it," she whispered through chattering teeth. "Mama's gonna get you safe, you hear?" The plains stretched endlessly, a sea of white broken only by the dark line of the distant hills. Somewhere beyond those hills was Red Willow Ranch, the last place Eli had spoken of. He'd mentioned a man there, a quiet rancher who never came to town, who kept to himself and his land. People called him the Silent Rancher, a name half respected, half feared. Clara had never met him, but right now he was her only hope. As daylight began to fade, Clara's legs gave out. She sank to her knees in the snow, clutching the baby to her chest. Her breath came in shallow gasps and she could barely feel her body. "No, not now," she whispered. She looked around, the land empty, lifeless, stretching to the horizon. "Please," she prayed. "Somebody, please." Then she saw movement, a dark shape through the storm, steady, deliberate. A horse, a rider. For a heartbeat she thought it might be Eli, but no. This man was broader, heavier. He rode with the ease of someone who belonged to the land. As he drew closer, she could see the snow gathering on the brim of his hat, the scarf pulled high over his face, the rifle strapped across his saddle. His eyes, sharp and pale as the winter sky, found her and didn't move away. The horse stopped. The man dismounted silently, his boots sinking deep into the snow. He didn't speak. He just looked at her, the woman cradling a baby, her lips blue, her eyes glassy with exhaustion. For a long moment neither of them moved.